Heyo, my Planet Coaster friends, Johnny5 Alive here, and welcome back to another Coaster Spotlight Contest Edition. Today's Dueling Coaster Contest is based off a very popular game, and even one that I worked on myself. So stay tuned, and let's check it out. Alright, welcome back everyone. Hope you're all having a great day. We're gonna jump into things. Today's creation is Plants vs. Zombies, created by SonarCero, one of our Discord builders, and here they say, a battle between plants and zombies, and a spaghetti mess of fun track twists and turns. And Ride Preferences says, seat 2 for best experience, day-night sequencers were used for the coasters. So fun little fact, I did work on Plants vs. Zombies Garden Warfare version at PopCat Studios, which would have been the 3D team-based shooter version of Plants vs. Zombies, and that was a fun game to work on, I must say. So I'm pretty excited about this. Let's get on into it. Here we are, ladies and gentlemen, at the Plants vs. Zombies mini park. We have our pea shooter, sunflower pea shooter. Love these, very iconic. Great looking chomper there. Love it, love it, love it. Sunflower. Bringing back memories. Cactus. This is great. Gosh, tangle kelp. I did play a little bit of the tower defense version of the game. It was part of my research going into working on the game, so I had to play through that. It was really fun. And there's a bunch of versions of this game. The Sunflower Spin. I love this flat ride, by the way. Yeah. That was really cool working on Garden Warfare. They all had their own abilities. Pea Shooter was like your soldier. I think Sunflower was your healer. They had like all these healing abilities. It was really neat. And they did have different skins and variants that you could get where you could actually do the ice shooter soldier and stuff. And Chomper was kind of like your melee character. You would chomp and devour people. This is just a really awesome game to work on. And the zombies had their own variants too. Man, brings back some good memories, good times. Plants vs. Zombies. Let's head on in. Bloom and Doom, Seedco. No zombies past this point. Hey, nice little greenhouse. Great looking queue. And here we are at the Plants Coaster, Typhoon Infinite. They said seat 2, and the day-night sequencer is used, so we do not have to worry about doing day and night. We'll check out seat 2 for this coaster. So, seat 2, let's go. Short but sweet. Let's see the zombie queue. No plants beyond this point. Brainwash. Disco room. Oh yeah, there were disco zombies. Okay. So, I think we're gonna have to change the perspective on this one, because they do seem like very mirrored styled coasters. So, we're gonna go into orbit, I think. Try orbit. Boom. Okay, so the coasters are pretty good. I think the discussion should mainly be focused around the dueling elements as well as the theming. I think this is tricky because they do feel very mirrored, but they do cross over and they aren't mirrored. They start off mirrored, they kind of do their thing, they cross over, they compete, there are dueling elements, but there's nothing really making them stand out from one another, is there? I mean, they're pretty much the same looking coaster. They are the same coaster style, same colors, same environment. And this is, I heard somebody was doing Plants vs. Zombies. Maybe even a couple people are doing Plants vs. Zombies. In terms of the versus element, it's very apparent. Plants versus Zombies. You're like, okay, I clearly have two different sides. But working on the game myself, you'll notice one thing throughout the game, whatever version of the game you play, the zombies don't really have a theme other than like, yes, there are different types of zombies. There's the disco zombies, the regular zombies, there's the like football zombies. There's a lot of different zombies, but they don't have their own environment as far as I could tell. Maybe in the tower defense game, you're going to some more levels that are more Halloween style. So that could be a thing that you could do. But for the most part, the plants, you're in somebody's garden and you're defending against incoming waves of zombies, protecting the house. And in garden warfare, you're generally, most of the environments are in suburb cities, residential zones. There are some industrial levels, but it's a zombie invasion in the plants universe, the plants environments. So if you were to build up an environment, it would be very plant focused. How could you build up a zombie environment that makes it stand out and be distinct on its own? I think you would have to do something like Haunted Castle, but that's just something that was pre-existing before they became zombies, isn't it? So the only thing that I can think of is having hordes of zombie creations that you make. You would have had to have done the football zombie, the disco zombie. You've created all the different plants, but you have not created all the different zombies. So I think if this side was heavily covered with zombies, whereas this side has been heavily covered in plants, and then you have some of those suburban houses and you did the garden and stuff like that, that could have been cool. And maybe, yeah, maybe what you could do for the other side is just make it more industrial. That could be just something to make them more distinguished from one another. But it is a tricky theme. Like I said, it is distinguishable in terms of plants versus zombies, something versus something. But again, I don't think the zombies have their own universe or something that makes them stand out completely different, as the majority of the game takes place on the home ground and the home turf of the plants. So you would have to do a heavy zombie invasion on one side, and I think that would be the best way to do it. In the defense game, you could have the house here, right? And then you could have the zombies all coming in here, and there's a lot of zombies here, and then less and less and less, and then you almost build like a turret defense on this grid here. I think that would have been the best approach. But for me, as is, the way it stands, I think there's a lot of good theming here in terms of Plants vs. Zombies. I see a lot of representations of the game. You put a lot of effort into the zombies, or I mean, not so much the zombies, but you put a lot of effort into Plants vs. Zombies as a general theme, creating all the pea shooters, the sunflowers, the cactus, and all the different characters that are in the game. It looks fun and it's playful. It represents the game quite well, but the coaster being the hero, I feel like it's just two spaghetti mess coasters that are somewhat mirrored with just some props lying around. So I feel like it leaves a little bit to be desired personally. However, as a package, it's a pretty good effort. It's a pretty good submission. And from what we've seen so far, I'd probably say it lands in the top 3, but it is a huge bracket after all. So we'll just have to wait and see. And in terms of the coaster elements, maybe I'd have to take a look at some of the other ones, because I do think some of them might have been better in terms of dueling, competitiveness, and standing apart. Yeah, I'm not entirely sure. I'd have to review it again, but definitely one of the stronger submissions so far, I think. What did you guys think? Leave your comments down below for SonarCero. SonarCero? How do I say that? I'm not sure. Sorry if I butchered your name. And yeah, thank you all so much for watching. I hope you have a fantastic day, and we will see you in the next contest submission. All right, bye everybody.